Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, as well as double honor to their elders. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 pushing this word with all truth and sincerity, as well as peace and blessings to all the believers of Yahweh Shai. And I want to go into this lesson to mainly speak on the number of his name, in verse 17. I was going to show, that what's it called? The universal UPC, that universal product code. I got a picture I'm gonna show, but I found this website, let me see what I Googled. I had Googled NFC C-hip implant, and the first thing that popped up, and I just clicked on it, and it was a good wealth of information right here. So, we're just going to go through Revelation 13 and 16 to the end. So this is Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls it all. And who's that he? NATO and the EU, and ultimately America's riding the beast. America's in control, the elite banking families, they're at the top of Esau Edom, these so-called white people. The elites of them, that's the he. That's who's causing all, It says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. We always go through this, most of it's self-explanatory, small and great, or low in society, or you got a high position. No matter if you're the president or you a bum on the street, he's gonna cause all to get this mark. Rich and poor, free and bond. Hey, you're in jail, or you living out here, living a so-called free life. It says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And we see that mark, the mark in the hand, with this micro C-hip implant that's out here now, as well in the forehead. Elon Musk, just to name one person who's doing one of these companies, with human trials, with the brain, the brain implants. But let's go into this word mark here, and it's charagma. Let me get it's G5480 charagma under outline of biblical usage. Go down to the second definition. It says sting, carved, sculpture, graven work. Now let's go to his website here. It's dangerousthings.com. Hey, and it's a spiritual website, man. Yeah, you can see they got the 144 right there and 444 also, mercy, chesed. But it's a spiritual website, dangerous thing. This is a dangerous thing, This is a life or death thing here, Yeah, this is a one-way ticket to the lake of fire. But as you can see, under the skin, a subdermal, inside the skin, it's going to have to be carved into you, as it, once again, the definition for mark is the Greek word, G5480, charagma. And, it means sting, carved, sculpture, or graven work. And you go into the root word of that, you got G5482, karax. And under outline of biblical usage, it says a pill or stake, a palisade. And that's going into the that syringe, If you look at a pill or, a picketed fence, it got that point at the end that you're driving to the ground. That's a stake. And I go back to the website because they showed us that it basically represents this syringe here. That you can see, this is the tool that's going to be used, to put that C-hip in you. I'm trying to zoom out. All right. Now let's go into the root word of karax, and you have grapho, which is G1125 grapho, and that go on the outline of biblical usage to the second definition. Under the D definition, it says to write to one, i.e. by writing, to give information, directions. And this goes into all the information that's going to be held on that grain of rice, medical, banking, and various other things. That's why I like this website here, because it it tells you certain things that it can do. But let's go to this website real quick before we continue on in Revelation. I think this is a good part to stop and go to go through this website. So as you can see, got the little X-ray of it in some, random person hand. Just the little kit it come with. See the syringe device to put it in there, and you can see, hey, this is the actual that micro C-hip. This is the MOTB. And it's right here in our faces. It's plain to see. But Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has to open your eyes up to it. Hey, certain camps like Watchmen for Israel, IUIC. The Most High got them blinded to this, or they took the bag, man. It's too plain to see that this is the mark. Random people, on social media know that this is the mark, man. But let me read this website. It says NFC, which is near field communication. Let me get these two. I looked up RFID and NFC, because RFID, that's over here in the Western Hemisphere, which I'll read this from Google. It says radio frequency identification refers to a wireless system comprised of two components, tags and readers. The reader is a device that has one or more antennas that emit radio waves and receive signals back from the RFID tag. So, hey, and with this going inside your body, you're becoming a cell phone that's pinging off of the tower. All these 5G the towers that they send up. This is all in preparation for to make you a part of the Internet of Things. And let's get the NFC. It says near field communication. NFC is a set of short-range wireless technologies, typically requiring a distance of 4 centimeters or less to initiate a connection. NFC lets you share small payloads of data between an NFC tag and an Android-powered device, or between two Android-powered devices. Tags can range in complexity. Hey, just once again, this is over, in the Eastern Hemisphere, Europe, they'll say near field NFC C-hip, and then you got the RFID C-hip over here in America. But back to this website. Hey, $70, get you one. Add to cart. Man, hey, don't take this mark, man. Plain and simple, Hey, like I said earlier, this is a one-way ticket to the lake of fire. More details. It says, warning, this kit definitely contains dangerous things. And man, hey, this is a spiritual website right here, because this is definitely a dangerous thing. Once again, it says, while our X-series C-hip implants have undergone several quality checks during manufacture and have been put through a battery of tests, they have not been certified by any government regulatory agency for implementation or use inside the human body. Use of this device is strictly at your own risk. And let's get a scripture. Because what does the scripture say? Once once you get that mark, let's go to Revelation, the 16th chapter, in verse 2, Revelation 16:2. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. Hey, so what is that? Noisome and grievous sore. That's ultimately going into cancer. It's gonna cause cancers to what's the word I'm looking for? Sores or whatnot. Hey, trying to find the word. Salakia, bear with me. I'm looking over it. Yeah, sore. I think this is the word I want. Yeah, this is G1668. Helkos, outline of biblical usage, says a wound, especially a wound producing a discharge, pus, a sore, an ulcer. It's gonna cause you to have cancer. As you can see, it says what it says. While I was reading from from this website, RFID and the NFC, it says how the reader, I'm reading from right here, it says The reader is a device that has one or more antennas that emit radio waves and receive signals back from the RFID tag. Hey, so if you if your body, hey, our bodies are constantly being put through stress from radio waves and microwaves from our Wi-Fi boxes, just from these 5G towers and towers in general, man. You know, our body has an electric field, and it's constantly being disrupted here in Babylon the Great. You know, it's constantly being disrupted by not keeping the law. You know, a simple law is, and it's not simple, Salakia, but the law of mixed fabrics. And that throws off your electrical field. You wearing you wearing cotton and linen together. You know, it's supposed to be wearing all. If you're gonna wear cotton, everything you wear needs to be cotton. You know, if you wear linen, everything you wear needs to be linen. You know, but we can't. We do the best we can here in you know, in America. You know, we're not rich like that. And we're the poor, man. We don't got the money to have a wardrobe, a wardrobe at that full of all cotton. You know, everything 100% linen. That's the best fabrics. You know, no, we're in the lowest state right now. So, hey, we through the grace of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you know, we're making it in these bodies. But hey, it's gonna cause cancer from those radio waves. You know, that's that grievous sword that's gonna fall upon those that have that mark. You know. Let's go back to Revelation 13 and 16, but let's go back to this website. I want to read a little bit more because after I had went into those root words. What was the last one? Grapho, the information. Let me just get to let me get through this. Continuing this paragraph here, it says the XNT NFC C-hip implant was designed by Dangerous Things, and productions of it was originally co-founded. Yada yada yada. It works with NFC-enabled smartphones, certain commercial access control systems, and USB contactless readers. Okay, now this is the point I want to get to. It says, what can this C-hip implant do? It says some types of access control applications. You can tap on those too, but I didn't want to do that. I'm just gonna read them, and I'll put, Lord willing, I'll put this article in the comment section. You can go here and, you know, can click on them yourselves, but I guess this is just like a broad overview of what it can do. The first one says some types of access control applications. It says share data with NFC enabled smartphones, trigger events on NFC devices like smartphones, scan this C-hip implant to log into your computer. So just a bunch of vain stuff, man. You know, it says what this C-hip implant can't do. Important things to know. It's going in. Let's read this. Important things to know. It says it's going in your body. You should learn about things like performance, expectations, installation procedure, first steps after installation, etc. Man, it's a bunch of it's going in your body. You know, you're gonna get that grievous sore up on you too. That's what you should be worried about. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know, Yahweh Shem Yahshua is warning you. He's warning you not to take this. He's warning you to repent and come back and serve him as you know, his chosen people, as the Israelites. You know, we're not niggers, we're not Mexicans, we're not Native Americans. You know, all these proverbs and bywords that Esau Edom has put up on us, this so-called white man. Let me see if I want to read anything. Tell you the contents of the, you know, this little kit. And then there's a video here. But like I said, Lord willing, I'll put this in the comment section. You can go check it out for yourself. Now let's just get back to the scriptures. Revelation 13 and 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Hey, so what is that mark? That C-hip, that grain of rice, that micro, that RFID or NFC, you know, micro C-hip. It says, or the name of the beast, and the name of the beast is going into that C-hip as well. And once you get this put in you, now you have the name of Esau Edom on you. Now he's your God. You know, you the property of Esau Edom now. Just like going back to the law, when you had a servant that's when it's time for him to be free, but he wants to, you know, he got a wife and kids, you know, he loves staying with his master. You know, they would drive a all, all, AUL, however you pronounce it, Salakia, through his ear, Now that's your master for life. So that's the same thing you're doing. You're putting Esau's name on you when you get that mark. And it says, or the number of his name. And I'm going to read verse 18. We're going to go into that number, We know that number is 666. It says, verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So, breaking down that three score, a score is 20. So it says three score. So 3 times 20, that's 60. 660 and 666. But and going into that number of his name, I got a picture here. This is just from a hand sanitizer bottle. All products have this in the store. You look on most of the stuff around your house. I'm sure it's going to have a universal product code on it, a UPC, and this was spiritual too. As you can see, got the 144 in there too. So I had to take a picture and use this one as an example. A call lawyer like Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But as you can see, hey, it's got the 6 at the front too, to make that point. These two lines you see. Let me see. Just make the point. Right? These two lines at the front here, hey, that represents a 6. And then you have these same two lines in the middle. Hey, that's another 6. And then you have the 2 lines at the end. That's another 6. And you best believe that this is going to be in that micro C hip. However small it's going to be, it's going to have the universal product code. Okay. Esau Edom wants us to be his products, Everybody got to have a number, It show you in I forgot the name of that movie, but they had like a UPC on their hand, but they had to scan it to buy time, That's a spiritual movie in itself. Lord willing, I remember that. I might do a lesson on it, but this is what it's going to have the number of his name. That 666 is going to be on that universal product code, which that's on the C hip. But that's what I want to bring out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. We know the judgment for taking that mark. Revelation 14:9 and 10. Go read that. Ultimately, like I said before, a one-way ticket to that lake of fire, a one-way ticket to be destroyed by Yahweh Shai and the angels. But Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the point. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakwadash. Double honor to the apostle and elders of great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 pushing his word without truth and sincerity. Shalom.